So, what even is Bluetooth? In the simplest terms, it's a wireless technology that lets different devices talk to each other over short distances. Think of it like a secret, invisible cord connecting your phone to your headphones. Instead of using a physical cable that gets tangled in your pocket or caught on a door handle, Bluetooth uses radio waves. It's a low-power system, which is key. This means it doesn't drain your battery super fast, making it perfect for small, portable gadgets that we use every single day. It was designed from the ground up to be a simple, reliable way to cut the cord once and for all. The whole idea for Bluetooth came about in the 1990s. Back then, every device had its own special cable. You had one for your keyboard, another for your mouse, a different one for your printer, and yet another for connecting your phone to your computer. It was a mess. Engineers at Ericsson, which is a Swedish company, were trying to develop a way for mobile phones to connect to wireless headsets. They realized this cable problem was bigger than just headsets. So, a group of tech giants, including Ericsson, Nokia, and Intel, teamed up to create a single universal standard for short-range wireless communication. They needed a cool name for this new technology. The name Bluetooth actually comes from a Viking king, Harald Bluetooth Gormson, who united different Danish tribes into a single kingdom back in the 10th century. The founders of the technology thought this was a perfect metaphor. Their goal was to unite different communication protocols from various devices into one universal standard, just like King Harald united the tribes. Even the logo is a combination of two ancient runes that represent his initials, H and B. It's a pretty clever backstory for something we now take for granted. The core mission was simple: create a low-cost, low-power radio chip that could be put into basically any electronic device. This would allow everything to connect seamlessly without a second thought from the user. The focus was on making it effortless. No complex setup, no confusing software, just a simple pairing process. The vision was a future where your devices just worked together, creating a personal area network around you. It was a bold idea that aimed to completely declutter our digital lives by getting rid of the physical clutter of cables that had defined computing for decades. The very first and most iconic use for Bluetooth was the wireless headset. This was the killer app that really showed people what the technology could do. In the early 2000s, seeing someone walking down the street, seemingly talking to themselves, became a common sight. They were using a Bluetooth mono headset, usually a sleek, single earpiece device paired with their mobile phone. This was revolutionary. It allowed for hands-free calls, which was not only convenient but also a huge step forward for safety, especially for people driving. This single application was what put Bluetooth on the map for the average consumer. Beyond just headsets, another early use was connecting your phone to your computer. Remember, this was before cloud storage was a big thing. If you wanted to get photos off your Nokia phone or sync your contacts with your PC, you needed a way to transfer that data. Bluetooth offered a wireless alternative to clunky proprietary data cables. It was often slow, and the pairing process could be a bit hit or miss in those early days. But it was a glimpse into a more convenient future. It showed that Bluetooth wasn't just for audio, but could handle data transfer between different types of devices. The technology also started appearing in laptops. Adding a Bluetooth chip meant you could connect a wireless mouse or keyboard without needing a special dongle for each one. This was a big deal for reducing clutter on your desk. While Wi-Fi was handling the heavy lifting for internet access, Bluetooth was becoming the go-to solution for connecting peripherals. It was all about creating that clean, cord-free workspace. Early adopters loved the freedom it gave them, even if the range was limited and you sometimes had to repair your devices more often than you'd like. However, these early uses were quite limited compared to today. The focus was very narrow. Replace a specific cable with a wireless link, a headset cable, a data cable, a mouse cable. It was a one-to-one replacement. People didn't yet think of Bluetooth as a network that could connect a whole ecosystem of devices all at once. the speed was much slower, and the power efficiency wasn't as good as it is now. So while it was groundbreaking, the initial version of Bluetooth was really just laying the foundation for the much bigger things that were to come. Fast forward to today, April 4th, 2026, and Bluetooth is everywhere. Seriously, it's in devices you might not even think about. The most obvious and popular use is for audio. We've moved way beyond those single mono headsets. Now, we have high-fidelity stereo headphones and true wireless earbuds that deliver incredible sound quality without a single wire in sight. Portable Bluetooth speakers have completely changed how we listen to music with friends, letting anyone with a phone become the DJ at a park, a barbecue, or just hanging out at home. The audio experience has been totally transformed, but it's not just about listening. Bluetooth is the silent engine behind the fitness tracker and smartwatch revolution. Your Fitbit or Apple Watch constantly communicates with your smartphone over a low-energy Bluetooth connection. It syncs your steps, heart rate, sleep data, and notifications throughout the day without destroying your battery life. This persistent, low-power connection is what makes these wearable devices so useful. They become an extension of your phone, feeding you important information right on your wrist, all thanks to the efficiency of modern Bluetooth Low Energy. Then you have the smart home. Bluetooth is a key player in making our homes more intelligent and connected. Smart locks can detect your phone via Bluetooth and unlock the door automatically as you approach. Smart light bulbs can be controlled from an app, letting you change their color and brightness without getting off the sofa. Many smart home gadgets use Bluetooth for the initial setup process because it's so simple and universal. It provides that easy first handshake between a new device and your home Wi-Fi network, making the whole experience much more user-friendly. And it goes even further. In your car, Bluetooth connects your phone for hands-free calls and streaming music through the car's speakers. Gaming controllers for consoles like the PlayStation and Xbox use it to give you a lag-free, wireless gaming experience. Even things like digital scales, smart thermometers, and styluses for tablets rely on Bluetooth to send data. It has become the default, invisible utility for connecting nearby devices, creating a seamless web of technology that surrounds us in almost every aspect of our modern lives. Comparing the original purpose of Bluetooth to how we use it now shows a massive evolution. Initially, it was designed as a simple cable replacement. The goal was to solve a very specific problem, connecting a phone to a headset or a mouse to a computer without a physical wire. It was a one-to-one solution. The vision was limited to point-to-point connections, decluttering our immediate personal space. It was a neat trick, a convenience feature for early tech enthusiasts, but it wasn't seen as an essential part of the digital ecosystem. Today, Bluetooth is so much more than a cable replacement. It's a networking technology that connects an entire ecosystem of devices around a person. It's not just one phone talking to one headset. It's your phone talking to your watch, your headphones, your car, your smart speaker, and your fitness tracker, sometimes all at once. The introduction of Bluetooth Low Energy was a game changer, enabling a whole new class of small, battery-powered sensors and wearables that can stay connected for months or even years. The focus has shifted from single connections to creating a constant, personal area network. This shift has fundamentally changed how we interact with technology. We no longer think about the connection itself. We just expect it to work. We put in our earbuds and the music just plays. We get in the car and the podcast just resumes. This seamless and invisible operation is the ultimate success of Bluetooth. It has faded into the background, becoming a reliable utility that powers the convenient, interconnected world we now expect. The original purpose was to remove a wire. The current reality is that it has built a wireless world. So, Bluetooth has grown from a niche solution for a few specific problems into an indispensable technology woven into the fabric of our daily lives. From a single headset to a network of smart devices, its journey has been incredible. It started by wanting to unite devices, and it ended up uniting our digital experiences in ways its creators could have only dreamed of. It's a perfect example of how a simple, well-designed standard can evolve to power a future that is more connected, more convenient, and completely wireless. It's not just a feature anymore. It's the foundation.